This is a £0 to £1 million portfolio guide. In this series, we'll go from buying your first property to creating a £1 million property portfolio. I think the key to property investing is to dive in, get stuck in, buy our first property and build momentum from there. With that in mind, we'll go through buying your first property. I'm going to assume that you're a complete beginner, you don't have any experience in property, you work full time, and you're busy. Time is precious and we don't want to waste it. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's a get rich with a high degree of certainty and careful planning scheme. It's going to take dedication, it's going to take hard work and a lot of research. I think if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And the type of property that we're looking to invest in is the ones that other people don't want to touch. They're ones that have serious problems. And that problem is one that we need to solve, and that's how we're going to make money. For the first property, we're going to avoid what we would call kind of an advanced strategy like HMOs and serviced accommodation, because we want to kind of cut our teeth and learn on a simpler project, maybe a simple flip or a loft conversion or a ground floor extension. And the other thing is lenders don't like it. They want to see a CV of a property CV. They want to see that you've done other projects in the past, and that way they'll give you better rates. It also means that some lenders won't lend to you if you don't have experience. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to buy a property, we're going to do it up, and we're going to flip it. This does two things. Gains us experience, and it helps us build our cash pot. On top of that, we're going to start creating a network. So we're going to hire a builder, we're going to hire a solicitor, we're going to have an accountant, we're going to start building a team around us that we can trust. Some of these professionals we might not use again. We might say, you know what, actually I didn't like my solicitor, I didn't like my mortgage broker, but I did like my builder. So we'll keep him for the next one and we'll swap out the rest. As a general principle, I don't like chains, I don't like big companies. I prefer to use local people and local employers. You support your local community, but more importantly, if stuff goes wrong, you can literally just go knock on their door and it's a lot easier for you to manage. Hopefully, we're going to find some people that we do like working with. As an example, my solicitor and my accountant just so happen to be neighbours, or their offices are neighbours anyway, and they're about a 15-minute walk for me and the dog to get to. Very handy. Buying your first property. So where do we look? I tend to avoid auctions and I prefer to use Rightmove. Now there's a couple of alternatives. You could use on the market, you could use Zoopla, you could use local estate agents, but to be honest for me, I just like the UI of Rightmove. It's simple, it's efficient, it's fast, and it's a website, a piece of software that I use for hours at a time and I have to feel comfortable on it. And that is the reason I use Rightmove. There's an add-on that we want to install, and that's called the Property Data Browser. This piece of software tracks asking price of a property. Very useful long term. It can see your movements. If the property's been on the market for a year, it can show over time how that asking price is declining. It can give you an idea of how urgent, how desperate the seller is. So we know we're going to look on Rightmove, and we need to create a spreadsheet to track this. So let's call our spreadsheet leads. This is an example of the one that I use. I try to keep it super simple. A couple of headings here. I want to know what the asking price is. I put the contact details and the name of the agent that's selling the property, and then I have a section for my own notes. That's literally it. Then within each tab of that, I'll put my analysis of each property. We want to create a system that's super simple and easy, quick to use, and most importantly, efficient. And on top of that, our analysis tool has to be really simple as well. We want to know quickly and efficiently, within a margin of error, if a project is going to be profitable. I don't want to waste my time or an agent's time going to viewings, messing around for no reason. My spreadsheet can tell me whether something is viable or not. I want to keep my viewings to a minimum, keep it efficient. Only the ones that I think have serious potential, we're going to go and view. Now, what we're looking for on our first property is something local. It doesn't really matter where you live. I think it's so much easier if it's local. If you can't afford to buy locally, we'll go further afield. Maybe we have to. However, if you can afford it, let's do it local. We want something that we can visit often. And the type of property that we're looking for is the worst house on a nice street. Something that hasn't been extended or converted. Telltale signs are a bit of mold, no flooring, doors hanging off, no curtains, maybe a bit of disrepair somewhere. no kitchen, bathroom's been removed, old beige, grey tiling, that kind of thing. That's our sweet spot. However, there are also things we do need. We need to see a property that has potential, and we need the fundamentals in place because somebody needs to buy this at the end. So we're looking for good schools. Is it in a nice area? Are there transport links? Is the area rising in value? Also very important. The other thing we need to think about is who our target market is. I prefer to invest in good areas and build a quality product. I don't want to deal with bad tenants, and in my view, the way to avoid that is by doing a premium product that people will pay more for. And if we're doing a flip, again, I want people to buy it. I want people to fall in love with the property, see it and be like, yes, I have to have this. I will pay an extra 5% above whatever everybody else is paying because the property is so great. So we can do a live analysis. Let's have a look on Rightmove. Let's see what there is. So we're on Rightmove here. So we're going to look in, let's say, Teddington, down the road from me. This is where my 3-bed to 4-bed project was. Price range, let's say the last one I bought was 320, let's say 350. At the moment we'll say any type of property, but it's only going to show flats in this area. So there's two kind of places we can start. I like to go either from lowest price or oldest listed. Oldest listed is always a good start. A Broad Street in Teddington, let's have a look. So first one, built on a slant. So this is going to be a freehold flat. Okay. We're going to click through these pictures. That's what we got. Price. So this is good, right? So initial entry found 350,000, and we're now down at 283,500. This is a good sign. Last reduced 26 for the first, sold by Foxtons. Okay, that's literally the first one with potential. Broad Street in Teddington. Next one. This looks too nice already. Yeah, this is too nice. We can't really add value to this, although it doesn't look great, but it's not crap enough for us to add a value. Like this one, we can tear all this stuff out. We'll have a closer look. Let's look at it now. Right, bathroom. Look, this looks like mold and brownness. Bridge house. I don't like anything built on a slope really, but that's more from a building perspective. Needs new carpet. Needs new wallpaper. Windows, blinds are horrible. Everything's pretty horrible in here. Yeah. Kitchen's horrible, needs gutting. Anybody who, horrible cooker. I think this is enough to put off a normal buyer. So the other thing we look at is the size, 54 meters squared. It's quite big for a 1-bed flat. That could be turned into a 2-bed flat. So let's see, so this is our floor plan. Let's have a look at the floor plan. Reception room. Ooh, this isn't a great layout. Okay, reception room, 5 meters by 4 meters at the longest points. That is big enough. 20 meters squared-ish, not really because you've missed this out. This is another, 2.5 meters squared. That is big enough. If we ran a kitchen like this, I mean, this is a bit ugly to do that. Maybe we put the kitchen maybe L-shaped kitchen here. That could work. So that becomes kitchen reception. This stays as the bedroom, and this becomes a micro bedroom. It's very small. Bathroom stays where it is. Like this is a terrible flat design, because if I look at the area of usable space compared to the what I call circulation space, this is terrible. Look, this is all circulation space, all circulation. This is actually circulation space. It's not usable. This is circulation space. You've lost pretty much half the area. No wonder nobody wants to buy it. But this could be a micro bedroom. You could call this a 2-bed. You could stick a single bed in there, call it a kids room / study, and have that as a 2-bed. To be honest, would I buy this? I mean, a 1-bedroom done up nicely in this area could get 350, I reckon. I have one that's valued a year ago, 315 down the road. My 4-bed is worth 550, 575 at the moment, just down the road from here. So 350-ish for this 1-bed done up. Okay, this has got potential. Actually, I'm okay with this. Let's see if there's anything else. Double aspect lounge. Yeah, hold on a minute. Is there no windows in this bedroom? So that kitchen's got no windows. Ah, is that allowed? It's got potential. I'm gonna say it's got potential. There's something here. There's something in it. Yeah, there's something there. Key features. There's not any short. Here we go. Service charge. That's massive. £2,100 per annum. Yeah, that's big. £2,100 in service charge per year is terrible. That's so much money. That's literally out of your profit. You would hope to make, I don't know, a minimum £500 a month from this. And that's going to eat up 4 and a bit months out of the year just in service charge. That kind of sucks. There's potential in there, but not for this price. Gone, yeah, 55 plus. I don't really know enough about that market, and you've already limited yourself to who can buy it. I would say, like student accommodation, it's probably a terrible investment. It's not something. Student accommodation HMO, fine. Student accommodation like in a purpose-built block that you can only sell to other investors, terrible. That one we looked at. This looks really nice. No. Okay, what else we got? This is retirement. No. Retirement, no. In fact, what you can actually do is just go filters. Don't show new homes, retirement homes, or buying schemes. Done. So let's try another area that we know. Let's try Kingston Station. And again, let's go 1 mile. Oldest listed, 48 apartment. What a large bedroom in purpose-made block. Not the biggest fan of these. Doesn't look bad enough to make any money on. No. No money to be made on that. This is bad, but not mouldy bad. If that makes sense. If you could do it up yourself, that'd be fine. It's not bad enough. Separate house, no. 1 bedroom, first floor. Again, is this the same? This is the same one, isn't it? Fantastic investment opportunity. Here we go. Well, they've done the hard work for us. October, 285,000, now 280. Right. This looks like it could be a probate sale. Nice externals. That's good. Now, is the internals that bad? It looks grimy, but it just needs new carpet. The walls look kind of fine. Kitchen just looks old, but not that old. Like somebody could live, like it's livable, which actually is a problem for us. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's quite livable. Yeah, there's no money in this. Oh, let's just have a look at the floor. Let's look at the floor plan for fun. Okay, like I was talking earlier about the efficiency. This is a much more efficient layout. You see the circulation space is minimal here. It's literally just here. So even though this is a tiny 36.6 meter squared apartment, it only wastes like 2.5 meters squared, if that, of this space. You pretty much got about as much living area as that 50, whatever it was, 52. How many meters squared was this? 54 meters squared. It's actually the same size because there was just so much wasted space in the other one. This is what I'm talking about. Here we go. Philly is closed. This one. 2-bedroom apartment. This is it. Look, no floor. This is what we're talking about. Telltale signs. Okay, we've got no floor. We've got stuff on the ceiling. Doesn't look like mold. It looks like wallpaper removed. Okay, this is it. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is unlivable for a normal person. Cash buyers only. Initial entry 250. Now the Hawes and Co. Right. Ah, beautiful. Okay, it does have central heating though. I wondered if it was only on electric. Nice. This is it. Oh, no ceiling. Oh, beautiful. There's no ceiling. I wonder if we could argue with HMRC that we don't have to pay stamp duty because it's unlivable. 230,000. Down from 250. It's not been on the market for that long. 41 years on the lease remaining. Nice. It looks priced too high straight away. I would say cash. What do we want? A 2-bedroom. It's a 2-bed with own private rear garden. So interesting things. Because we're first floor, I'm going to assume that we own the loft, so we can stick a loft on here. We've got the rear garden. I don't understand why it says private. Maybe we own the back and the ground floor flat owns the front. So you come in here, you come up the stairs, you come in. Okay, good. No circulation space. This we can open this up. Can we make this into a 3-bedroom, 47 meters square? No, we can't. This is actually very small for a 2-bed, but that's fine. Weird sliding doors. Let me see those doors again. So that is between, so this is a living room kitchen. I would get rid of that, open that up. And then, this person loves a sliding door apparently. The door, sliding door, very strange. So they've started work, maybe they've run out of money, maybe they've got bored. Ground rent, right? Service charge, £350 per annum. Beautiful, that's what we want. Is it a share of freehold? Okay, it's lease for a 2-bedroom first with own private garden. Suit buyer, wish to purchase property to update and modernise their intent. Blah, 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 blah. Let's have a look. Surbiton Station is there. I don't know that much about this area. So if we zoom out, Kingston is nice. This is the centre of Kingston. Hampton, so this is Bushy Park over here. Surbiton Station, this is New Malden. Somewhere around here, I think, Kings Meadow. So this is not a nice area, if I remember rightly. So if I think there's Cambridge, here we go. Cambridge Estate, I think, is one of the worst in the country. Cambridge Road is, I might be in the wrong, it's somewhere around here. So I think this is Cambridge Road. I think this is Cambridge Estate. I went to school around here, actually. And it was like a no-go area when you were 15. Yeah, right. We're a little bit away from that, that's okay. Oh, there's a new development here. Okay, there's a co-op. Wow, I wonder what that was. Maybe like a B&Q or something. This is I didn't know this was here. Hogs Mill. Okay, so this looks like a sewage treatment works, which is very close. Very close. Obviously, you have to go and visit this. What I would be worried about is smell from this, actually, in the air. I have cycled around here before. I've cycled, like, down here, it definitely does not smell or anything. Down here, Surbiton High Girls. Surbiton Road. I think I've been down here, Surbiton Station. I don't think I've been around Surbiton Station. Nothing smells around here. Definitely not. So I think we're okay, but we better check because it is close. It is very close. Hog smell. How did I not know this was here? There's one of these in Twickenham and it smells. Okay, what am I looking for? Big tower blocks? No, it's like a standard, it's kind of green, resi area. We know we're within a mile of the station, so we're not too far from Surbiton Station, which I know is like a hub. And you're not too far from Kingston. I think, you know, you're near to Kingston, Surbiton High School, sorry, is a good one. Kingston University is here. Kingston College over here. So in terms of fundamentals, I think we're there. We've got public transport, we've got good schools, we're near the River Thames. Kingston Rowing Club is good. The boat is in. This is it, Kingston Rowing Club. Okay, it's quite a way away, but not too far. I think in terms of fundamentals, we're there as long as it doesn't smell because of this. It's summertime now, so when we go visit, we can just pretend we're a bloodhound and sniff the air. Right, we're on Street Move. Right, is it this one? This looks like the kind of houses. I've got an idea of the street. Okay, I think there's potential there. Not at that price, because again, I think, what can we get? 325. Surbiton, I think you get slightly less in Surbiton. Let's say 325. But it's a 2-bed. It's a small 2-bed. Property sale history. Go to nearby sold prices. Open a new tab. Right, here we go. Flats. Oh, we're in billiards close. Right, let's go leasehold, so we get other flats in here. 2-bed flat, 345. I think this is one door. Okay, well, it wasn't number 12, I was looking at before. 345, 332. What do we look like inside? Yeah, it's done. Not to a great standard. You know what? Actually, you know what? There's a fireplace there. That's pretty nice. It looks nice. You'd be pretty happy living there. Kitchen is meh, but yeah, you'd be pretty happy with that. Let's have a look at the floor plan. Here we go. How big? Also very small. Similar layout. Okay. Fine. Let's use this as our barometer then, and say we get 3. Okay. Let's say market's actually gone up. Let's be conservative. We'll say 350 for this one. Right, we can get about 350 for this done up. In that case, 230's not too far off. So the only thing we have to work out, 41 years remaining. So as part of our purchase of this, what we're going to say to the vendor is, right, you have to serve the Section 42 notice to the landlord requesting that we extend our lease to, I don't know, 125 years or something. Now, because we are under, I think it's 80 or 85 years, there is a penalty to pay. It's called marriage value. So we do the same thing. Marriage value calculator. Lease extension calculator. Connaught Law. Let's see what these guys say. There's a couple of them. We should try out a couple of these calculators. So years remaining on our lease. How many years? 41. Let's just keep it clean. 41 years. Ground rent. Does it tell us the ground rent? I think it did. £20 per annum. Property value if extended. So in its current state, let's decline. In its current state, what do we think it's worth? So they're saying it's, let's see, if it's worth 350, they could argue that with the lease, it's worth, say, 310,000, for example. 310,000. Calculate the cost, £76,000. Calculated at £76,000. So 41 years, £20 per annum, ground rent, property value if extended 310,000. Wow. That's a lot of money. So we need to borrow that. There's all kinds of ways of calculating this. Marriage value 34,000. Existing lease term. Yeah. Adding 3 factors together, difference between future and current interest. Basically, you have to pay 76,000. So my argument with the owners would be, right, I have to pay 76,000 to the landlord. I want this property for, well, a lot less than they're asking. Let's see. I get my calculator up. We want to make, if I can make 20% on this, I'd be pretty happy, I guess. And there's the opportunity there to go into the loft. And I think that's where we actually make some money on this, is by doing a loft conversion. Of course, we have to stick our heads into the loft. We don't actually, because there's a massive hole in the ceiling, so we can just peer in. Right, so we think it's worth 350,000 done up. Let's take away our £76,000 we've got to pay to Mr. Landlord. Let's take away £230,000 in. Take away our £230,000 of purchase price, and let's take away. Let's say, you know what? There's quite a work to be done here. It's not a completely late refurb. Let's just baseline. Let's say 30,000 to do it up. Would only leave us £14,000 profit. It's not enough really. For a 350 GDV, I'm looking for about £70,000 in there. And let's say we're going to make, say we want to make 10% on this of the GDV. Let's say we want to make 35,000. I can only offer 171,000 for this, which I don't think they'll be very keen to take, but that's what it's valued at. I think we could probably pay them more if we add in the loft. How much value is that going to add? Quite a bit, actually. Yeah, Okay, I think it's unlikely to get accepted, but that would be our offer, 171,000, 10% profit margin on the GDV. It's not too bad. I'd hope for it to be higher, but on this kind of project, I kind of don't expect that much more. I just think right now it doesn't exist to be making 30% on a little refurb project like this. It's quite simple. Okay, there's the leasehold stuff, and then any kind of negotiation we can make with the freeholder on that marriage value, anything better we can do on there is a bonus. So yeah, that's one potential property to offer from. Let's call this job done. We found one with potential. This is definitely worth calling and starting a negotiation on. Will they drop £60,000? Probably not, but hey, it's worth a call. Obviously, nobody else has bought it, so yeah, it's worth a try. Okay, so we found our property. We know what we're going for. We're going to make an offer, and we're going to do a visit. Assuming that all goes well, in the next video, we'll start looking at mortgages. We'll start looking at how to get a solicitor, an accountant, and how to complete the purchase on your first house.